I started my career at a hospital in Baghdad. So I was very young doctor, and we got a patient at the emergency unit for the heart diseases. So the patient, we saw there is the ECG monitoring was started to become just one line, and the beeping, beep, beep, beep started like beep. I saw what happened at that time when all the doctor runs to this patient, try to save him. So they bring the heart starter, put it on the chest of the patient, punk, nothing happened. The line continued to be one line. So at that time, I realized there is one line which separates us from the death. So it was very emotional for me to see a young individual who died because of the heart diseases. There is more than 74 million patients around the world with heart failure. This means 50% of them will die within 5 years. Imagine 32 million one die after a short time, because there's nothing we can. It's not a curable. It's a chronic disease. The heart failure is a chronic disease that every patient get it, he will or she will die. So the only way, if you see what's a heart failure, so the heart failure, the heart started to become larger, increase in the size, and the function of the heart go down. So the patients, they lost the activity. They cannot move a lot. They will be get suffering from even, they cannot breathe. They suffer from the breathlessness. And if you look to the heart, the normal one, we have it's created in an amazing way to let us move and have a lot of activities, and the pulse go up and down to pump a lot of blood in our body to let us be active. When it comes to the last stage of heart failure, so there is no any medication or operation that can be done, except we have one solution, is to bring a heart from one individual to another one, to the patient, to change the heart. We call it the heart transplantation. But we have just 8,000 patients who survived. We can find a donator heart to them. So all the other died. So there is a huge limitation to get access to the donations. If we make it more easier to understand, we have 3 patients survive while 97 die among each 100 patients. The engineers started to find a solution. From 1963, 62, 63, they started to invent artificial heart to compensate the disease heart when it needs, to let them survive. There is 2 types of artificial heart. We have a total artificial heart, which can replace the heart totally, and we have heart assist devices that can connect it to the disease heart and support the circulation to pump more blood. Because when it comes to heart failure, we have just about 2 liters blood circulating per minute. But we need at least 5 liters to be circulated to let us to be active. And sometimes when you are running, the cardiac output, the pumping capacity increase to 10 liters, 15 liters from each half of the heart. So we have this here. We have example of the heart assist, and here we have example of the total artificial heart. There's no many alternatives. When I started, I realized we need to find better solutions. We need to help our patients. So this is a picture when I started to work as a young doctor to help patients. So when I moved to Sweden with the interest that I had to help people to survive and the access to technology in Sweden, I started to make a plan to create an artificial heart which will mimic our natural heart in good way. So this is the first sketch for the artificial heart. It started 1999. Worked a lot, day and night, on this mission. So tried to make prototype after the other, and I started to get the possibility to let the heart to pump blood in pulses as our natural heart is doing. So I worked 14 years before I know that is it possible that I can let the heart compensate the natural heart? So until we came to the moment that I need to test it on animal. So after 14 years working day and night, so I put it inside the chest of an animal. So this is the first operation we did it. So I remember one of the doctor, he said, you have 5 minutes to store the artificial heart, because we took away the heart, the natural one, and connect the circulation to a machine to circulate the blood. And the machine wasn't so efficient, so the oxygen saturation went down during the operation, and we tried to suture or the connections, but during the time the animal was started to become very acidotic, very tired. So he said, you have just 5 minutes to finish the operation. So we could make it very fast and started the heart. So after seconds, we saw the oxygen saturation went to 98%, 97%. It was an indication that I am on the good way. So after working 14 years, I didn't know if it's work or not. But at that moment, I realized it worked. So I started to cry, really. I got tears, because it was very, very emotional, that I realized that from now I can save lives of people, of patients. If you look to the natural heart from this video, you see how the heart is pumping. So this I tried to create it by artificial heart, to let the valves to move as the same way as our natural heart, to create the same mechanism of pumping the blood. This is the first one of the operations that we did it in Belgium. Do we have sound to the video? So we continued to test the heart in animals. So we improved the versions of the heart. We increased the functions of the heart, of the artificial heart, to make it to be a smaller one, lighter, pump more blood, tolerate the moisture inside the chest. So we could start to let this heart to be implanted inside the chest and let the animal move and work in good way. We have some blood tests after 1 day from the operation. If you take a look, they are very normal. It is amazing normal. And we have the animal start to stand up, to move, to eat, and to react as a real natural heart. So we have the artificial heart inside the chest of this sheep. Some picture of how we are doing during the night. All the people is like sleeping, but we used to be at the lab working hard for the patient to prevent that this line will be happening again. We need to give them a chance to give the people the heart disease to survive. This is some other picture of the urine killer. We don't have hemolysis. So after working in good way and very intensively, we could create the best artificial heart in the world that give patient from this for 1 hour after the operation, give a good functionality and good pumping mechanism. So this is the heart inside the chest of the animal. We take an X-ray how it moves. The valves is doing its functions. And this is the last version of the heart. It's a small, it's a very light in the weight. It pumps 8 liters from each side of the heart. It integrated in the body in good way. It regulates itself by itself. When you are sleeping, the pulse rate go down. You are moving, the pulse rate go up. So after 25 years from intensive working and hard job, we could create a heart which mimics our natural heart. Thank you for listening.